Welcome to the Diary of a Side Hustler. I'm your host, Kayla Brooks, and this is the pilot episode. Usually, I will be joined by another guest to be able to talk to them about their journey as a side hustler. However, today, I just want to set a little bit of context. What is a side hustler? I think there are a variety of definitions and perceptions of what you think when you think of a side hustler, whether it's somebody who's hustling on the corner or whether it's someone who's an entrepreneur. That's up to your own interpretation. We will get into the stories of people who are side hustlers by the definition of they have additional means of earning income. Additional as in more than one. A little bit about me. I have been in the tech industry in corporate America working for a Fortune 50 company for the past 7 years. I am an operations manager. I have done everything from helping build best-in-class applications that are used across the world, to doing responsible AI, to doing UX research, all of the things, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love being in technology. I love privacy compliance. I'm very passionate about responsible AI. I can nerd out on it any day of the week. And also, I run a nonprofit that teaches pickleball to underrepresented communities and teaches them financial literacy. I also host open mic nights. I also do consulting for small businesses to help them improve their business processes. I also do a bunch of other things that don't fit neatly into any other title other than she's a side hustler. And that's cool. And the reality is, according to Forbes, over 40% of Americans have a side hustle. That means there's a pretty good chance that if it's just two of you in a room, one or even both of you may be working multiple jobs. That's not a story that I think we tell often enough. We hear the stories of CEOs who have been at companies that have been around 20, 30, 40 years that are now $1 billion dollar businesses. I created this because selfishly, as a business owner myself, I think sometimes I get exhausted. I get exhausted because I feel unseen in the pieces of my story that I don't get to share. People see what gets posted or shared in news articles. They see what I tell them, but there are so many things that are, whether they're mundane, whether they're tactical, whether they're so small, whether they're embarrassing, that I don't share. No one's ever asked me, nor do they even know to ask me. And so sometimes I feel silenced. And so I created this space for people, whether or not you are a business owner, you work multiple jobs, you're aspiring to be a business owner, or maybe you're just interested in hearing the story of someone who you do actually know. The stories of the people here, I'm very excited to share. The people that will be on the show are people that are part of the community. You may see them at church. You may see them at the baby shower, at family reunion, whatever. I think that's the reality of being where we are today and people having side hustles and businesses. The caveat for being in the show that all of these businesses have been in business at least 2 years and have at least 300 followers or subscribers, whichever is most applicable to the service that they provide. On average, most businesses fail after 2 years. So that means that they have passed the threshold of failure for most. And also they have some sort of consistent following, clientele, whatever you want to call it. And it's not a crazy high number. Like, it's not like, oh, the Instagram follower count has changed to the K just yet for thousands, but they got it going on for all intensive purposes. And so I'm super excited and privileged to share their stories, and that I hope that you will stay along for the journey to meet these side hustlers.